Welcome, everybody, to Interminable Investigations Incorporated, episode 13. We have a GM in charge of this show.
I'm Interminable. I am the DM of this little group, and they're stranded in Waterdeep for now, and we have some players with us.
Good evening, my name is Zerder, playing Agatha Springspell, the gnome wizard.
I'm Hrodebear, the human fighter.
My name is Olafall. I'm playing Nepotan, the human cleric.
I am Eastborn, playing Festina, the elven rogue.
I am Rydell, the High Elven Warlock. You may bow before my might.
No.
Well, you did.
Look, your decision whether or not to bow is on you. However, I am Rydell. I am mighty and powerful. Thank you.
Okay, who's gonna do the recap?
Right. Okay, I will. Fine. Last time, I remember getting a message at my home for a quest. A quest to investigate some missing vessels going towards a certain island group. Or something like that. We ended up trying to figure out where we could get transport or a boat or something. And in the end, we managed to get one at the harbor at a dwarf, which apparently was part of a group at one point, which we dealt with before, which ended in not so fun times for those people. After that, we had some spare time because it took some time to load up the resources on the boats. So we went to the center of the city and took part in an arena. I think it was Hrodebert and Rydell who did. In the end,
We did
both.
do the best. We were mighty and strong, and
I think Hrodebert got unlucky first and got up against a quite powerful foe. Lost a bit, after actually quite a bit of fighting. And Rydell won the first two battles, I think, but lost the third one.
Yes.
yeah.
Right. And then in the end, they had an extra battle for the most dramatic battlers who were pitted against each other, which were Rydell and Hrodebert, which Rydell won eventually.
Also close.
Also
Because
close.
I can run away. Yay, run away.
And I guess after that, we kind of took a little bit of partying, just got a little bit drunk, and went to the inn and tucked in for the night. I think that's where we ended up
Yep.
last time. So Hrodebert, you can get the inspiration if this is inspiration worthy.
Okay. Yay! Inspiration. Thank you. So get up, eat breakfast, as you do.
Yep.
Look at everybody as they're coming downstairs. It's like, all right, today was when they're we were gonna help them load on the thing, right? And then we're leaving tonight, or when was that?
I think we were planning to do so, yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
indeed had a long rest.
Yes. Well, I guess I'm gonna eat breakfast and then head down there. I've never been on a ship before. I look down at my armor. This is gonna be fun.
I'll be fine.
Yeah,
See, it's not that different from road travel.
yeah, except for if you fall off the road, you don't die.
Right? Can you swim?
I mean, technically, yes. I'm capable of swimming.
Okay, there you go.
Chainmail.
Yeah.
Chainmail might make it difficult. I think the dwarven armor doesn't that much because of the magical ability thingies.
No,
It's not that heavy, right?
Yeah,
Plate.
It's plate.
Is it still heavy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still disadvantage on all whatever the roll is.
Stealth rolls.
Athletics
Uh,
for swimming and also stealth.
The elves that are making the light stuff.
Yes.
right.
All right. Well, anyway, to the
Just don't fall
docks. Just don't fall off. I plan on spending as much of my time below decks as possible. That's where you can't fall in the ocean, right?
Unless there's a hole.
They can put holes in ships. Why would they put holes in ships? That keeps the water out.
It's the easiest way to take down another ship.
Monsters can poke holes in ships.
Also that.
You guys are not inspiring courage. You realize that, correct?
Yes. Just being realistic.
Thanks. This is what I need this morning after losing yesterday is more realism. Everything is fine. Everything is good.
Well, take it easy. I think the passage from where we are to where we need to be is fairly safe.
Except for the whole, there are ships going missing doing it. I mean, that's why we're doing this, right? Because this passage that we're planning on taking is where ships go missing.
I mean,
We'll
yeah,
be
but
fine.
missing does not mean sunk.
Fair.
Per direction.
Ooh,
It can be multiple other things, like abducted, or like entering another dimension, or
We could
pirates?
travel to the We'll see. Ooh, neat.
So if we find the other ships and their crews are dead, does that mean that we get to own those ships?
Maybe.
at least we can try and claim it. I don't think it will per definition, like if we sail back and they say, "Hey, that's our company ship." I don't think that will go over well. When we claim
legitimate
it.
salvage, though.
Yeah, I mean, we have to go through the proper channels then.
Okay, so what you're saying is find enough gold on the ships to hire lawyers.
Basically,
Yeah.
and I'm basically saying there is a way.
All right.
Or be a lawyer yourself.
I am smart, but not in the ways of law.
Aren't lawyers just good at reading? Agatha starts fumbling through books in her bag.
I mean,
I
mean-
mean, generally, yeah.
that
How much
seems
case law
accurate.
do you want to study?
What?
How much case law do you want to study?
Books.
All right. Well, I'm headed down there, friends. Hopefully they're ready for us or nearly so.
Well, you had your breakfast, I guess.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So
Quick question,
yes,
Enter. Do I need to approve? I don't need to accept the quest, right?
you don't have to.
Right? There's no requirement on me to go to some people to accept it.
No.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Basically, they assume you do your job, and if you can't for any reason, you have to tell them.
Right. Makes sense.
At breakfast, Christina gets a note from the dockmaster telling that, well, this is a covert mission. We are not going to run under the company flag. So please provide your own flag. And yeah,
Oh, great.
maybe even a ship name if you want to. But yeah, the flag is important.
Well, is that still on the dinner table or the breakfast table?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make sure to show it off to everyone. So we have to procure a flag from somewhere in a reasonably quickish time.
Does it have to be a nation flag, or can we just go and find some bunting?
I'm assuming another company's identity would not be smart.
Yeah,
But-
you
but-
have to have permission from that company if you want to run their flag.
Well, but we could just get some bunting and make our own flag, though, right?
Yes.
Is that easy?
We could be the HMS Bunt Italian.
What?
What?
But yeah, you can try to make your own, or there are at the docks lots of people, that repair sails and make new flags and stuff like that as well.
Oh,
We're pretty
okay.
quick at it as well. It doesn't take like 2 days or 3 days. It's just a little flag.
Right. I mean,
So-
ship flags are pretty big usually.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not a sail.
Right.
We are an entire battalion based around this bunting ships to the water. We're the HMS Bunt Battalion.
Boy, that.
You get an audible groan out of Agatha.
And what you have seen in the docks that they all have the most of them, or a lot of them, have like a bit of the Waterdeep flag, and just altered them to their own. So they're not sailing properly on the Waterdeep, but it shows their in heritage or where they're based, and then add their own company on that.
I have an idea.
What's the idea?
Well, I'm wearing dwarven armor, right? Looks like.
Uh-huh.
And I am from Candlekeep. So maybe we can find somebody who can find a Candlekeep flag and we can put a hammer across it. Yes, maybe?
I guess.
Do you really want to put a candle across these lesser individuals?
I mean, I haven't been back to Candlekeep in a while, but surely somebody has a flag of Candlekeep, and we could just add something to it.
Hammer and a book?
I like a book. We have a lot of finger wagglers.
Not a magnifying glass in a book then.
Ooh, magnifying glass. Magnifying glass in a book?
Yay!
There we go. Magnifying glass, book, hammer. Yes?
Sure.
We
In my
have our
order.
flag. Now to
Oh,
find somebody
yeah.
to make a sail.
What? The colors? No.
It needs more death. We don't have enough death for the unworthy and not enough.
Well, the hammer is death.
Yes. There we
There you
go.
go.
Agatha said it. All right. To find a flag maker and pay them some amount of gold.
Yeah, sure. You probably guessed that you need to go to the dockyard for that.
Yes.
Anything else that you guys do in the morning, like studying or?
I think we were gonna help out the loading the ship.
No scrolls that need to be studied or something like that?
Oh,
Felder
special stuff.
has a page in my book he needs to complete.
Right.
I completed mine last time.
11 should be good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was number 2 of 3.
And you may roll a percentile dice for me as well. Roll a bet.
Those are always neat.
It's fine.
Not always.
Your beard
Sometimes.
stays fine. Yeah. If you go to the streets to go to the dockyard, you notice that there are a lot more city guards on the road. Normally, they're only like district guards a little bit on the road here and there, but now you see them mixed in with a lot of city guards as well.
That's very strange, but
And Rodell senses the same thing as yesterday. If he still remembers what it was.
Curious.
And yeah, you get to the dockyard, and it doesn't take long to spot a flag maker, because all the flags hanging outside the shop.
All right, I will head on in and describe the flag. Did we decide on the color for the front ground and background at all?
Not yet.
Okay. I'll describe the flag but leave colors out. And, it's like, okay, so we want a magnifying glass and a hammer and...
A book.
Yeah, oh yeah, and the books are very important as well.
Okay. When does it need to be ready?
I think we're sailing tonight or tomorrow?
Oh, so it's a one-day job that will add extra penalty, so it's going to be 2 gold.
Yeah,
Ship's flag, right?
yeah, I'll pay it.
And it will be ready in the afternoon. And this was at D9, right there.
Okay, well, I'll head towards our dock. Let the person who we hired the boat from know where our flag is and who's making it, in case they need to have it picked up from there. And then be like, yeah, so you ready to start? Can we start helping load stuff in or what?
Yeah, sure. And he points at a bundle of crates at the side of the dock, and then points at the ship on the end of the dock. That can all be loaded in the lower hull.
Awesome. I pick up something that looks heavy and start hauling it that direction.
You pick up the heaviest object that you can find.
Oh no, I just pick up something that looks heavy, not like anything specific.
Okay. So is everybody helping in, bringing in shipments?
Yep.
Sure, why not?
Then yeah, it takes just a couple of hours, and everything that's right there is all empty. And then 2 other carts arrive with stuff for the middle deck.
At this point, I'm getting tired, and as I have been so kindly reminded, I just like take a 10-minute break, and then I have a floating disc beside me, and I just load it up with as much as it can carry, and then float it onto the ship.
That goes way easier than just carrying everything over, yes.
Ah, magic! I love it.
At the presentation of the floating disc, Agatha pauses, makes wide eyes, and looks at Rodebert curiously.
Yeah, it's among the skills that I've gained recently. My dad's book on spells makes so much more sense than it used to.
Well, that's very fun.
I can do floating disc. I can also do this, and then I take another 10-minute break, and then there's a rustle, and the like dust and dirt on the ship starts cleaning itself. I just point it a rope, and the rope starts coiling itself into a coil.
You did not specify any colors.
Okay, so we're just gonna get some colors.
Yes.
Whatever scrap material they can get rid of.
Yeah,
Makes
and
sense.
in the afternoon, the dwarf Dagel Sinor comes outside with some food for you guys. It's not the best food, and there's enough beer, but it's food. And while you're eating, the flags get delivered, and it looks like a bluish flag with water on the lower side and with mountains on the upper side. So it's like a lake with a mountain range on the background. And then you have the 3 symbols you requested placed randomly on the flag.
Is it
Lovely.
really randomly?
Yeah, it's like 2 on the top and 1 at the bottom. Let's say the what you have, a magnifying glass and the
Mhm.
book are on the top, and the hammer is at the bottom.
Okay, thank you.
We only stated what it should contain, not how it should be laid out.
I think it looks lovely. You've done excellent work.
And you look at the ships in the harbor a little bit, and you see the same flag with the mountains and the water almost on any ship.
Ah, it's their default.
Hmm.
Probably water deep with the alteration we wanted.
I mean, that works. That tracks.
Yeah, the Waterdeep flag is basically the same, only then there is a moon in the middle top and the reflection of the moon in the water. Yeah, tomorrow morning at your convenience, we can leave. He tells you after dinner.
Lovely. We will be back again relatively early. Or at least I'll be back again relatively early. And then yeah, no. I offer him my hand.
Rotobird is getting married. Yay!
Okay. So you have the afternoon free, basically, and the evening. It's like 4 o'clock.
I mean, traditionally, the night before you go on a sailing, you're supposed to go to a bar, right? Or is that when you come back? Or is it both?
Why not both? Yeah.
To the nearest seedy establishment along the docks. That's where I head.
Yeah, there are loads of them. And you go to the first one that you can see. That's right there.
Yeah, walk in the bar, sit down at said bar, and look at the bartender and said, the A-list that you have.
The A-list.
Yeah, he looks a little bit strange at you, like basically the whole room does when you enter as a group. And after the quiet, when you entered, immediately started to be quiet. And after you just order and everybody starts mumbling and talking again. And then yeah, you get some ales.
Not our
We have a
fault.
table?
They're so jealous of our power.
Yes, table, there. Take my ale
Yeah.
to said table.
There is a table free, yep.
All right, so tomorrow we sail. Hopefully this works out, and you're pretty sure that we probably are okay, right?
We'll probably be fine.
That's very reassuring. I'm glad that you're certain of it.
Glad you're so sure about it.
Though, I mean, should I take the armor? Oh, no, I can't take the armor off. That wouldn't work. Besides, the beard would go away if I did.
Armor is for the weak anyway.
I mean, I like not getting punched.
Getting
I can
punched
imagine it.
is half the fun.
Give.
As
Mm.
evident by you in the ring yesterday.
I mean, if it's half the fun, I could oblige, but we're gonna wait for the bar fight for that. I think. Looking around, making sure there's no actual bar fight starting.
I don't know, they usually lose their bar fights when I show up. For some reason, while I can't manage to make Witch Bolt land, all of that vicious mockery just really upsets people, and I don't know why.
Maybe it's something to do with the name, Vicious Mockery. It sounds very pointed. Maybe you should call it. Maybe you should call it unkind. Unkind.
I mean,
Kind-
it's still unkind.
Well, okay,
Kind
fair. Unkind words. There we go. Yeah.
Fabula?
Kind word?
I mean-
Flattering.
I cannot help that they find my kindness to be cruel. I'm just trying to help them be their better selves.
I mean, you do have to be cruel to be kind sometimes.
You know,
Hitting them with
if-
kindness.
If I say your terrible spell is just not working at all, you're a terrible magician. That's not my fault. It's your fault for being a terrible magician.
No
I mean-
comment here.
That's fair.
Can everybody make a perception check?
Let me find perception. I apologize here. Perception. What do we get?
Well, the rest of Festina and Nakata were listening to the bragging between Hodebird and Rodel. Rodel and Rodebird and Nepotan noticed that a group sitting on a table on the other side constantly looking over to you, and you're not sure, sizing you up or something like that. They're talking about you, you're sure, but you don't know what.
Do
I-
I know?
Go ahead.
Do I know what race these people are?
Mostly humans.
Okay.
As soon as I notice them like paying attention to us, I make sure to lock eyes, like obviously lock eyes with the one who looks the tallest.
Which one appears to be the leader?
That don't seem to be a leader. It's just some crewmates drinking. Okay.
Yeah. Whichever one appears to quote be more in charge of the situation is the target of the charm person. Whoever has the most information.
Let's take that. I need to make a wisdom.
Yep.
Wisdom save of DC 11.
Yeah, he fails. So he likes you. And the last words you pick up before they stand up is, I'm sure it's them. And the group walks up to you. And comes up to your table and says, "Were you in the cage fight yesterday?"
What
Yes.
are you so sure it was us?
"Well, you looked familiar, but I was not sure until the what are you, human dwarf? Kept looking at us. I'm sure that he was it.
I mean,
I am of the glorious High Elven.
He was talking about Hodebert.
I was gonna say, I think he's talking to me, Rydell, but yes, we were both, Rydell and I, in the cage fight yesterday. We had the last match of the day was between us, and unfortunately, Rydell was able to best me.
Glory to the High Elven race.
Or because he's a good spellcaster.
Can we buy you some drinks and sit with you?
Absolutely.
So yeah, they're shoving some chairs over and starting also about talking about all the other fights they've seen there and what kind of warriors are in there. And yeah, basically you get free drinks from them from now on.
Awesome. I regaled them of a time with like probably the giant fight.
The giant that fell over laughing multiple times.
Indeed.
Sure, Nepotan. They seem as genuine as they are drunk.
So we let them get themselves drunker.
Yeah, and evening starts to kick in. It's around 7, I think, now.
If they are drunk enough, they won't notice if we steal from purses.
No. Let them pay for our drinks, Rydell. If you and I aside to him, it's
Pay
like if you
for our
steal
drinks while we steal.
if you steal from their purses, they won't be able to pay, and then we will have to pay.
No. See, they said they're covering the drinks, so it's all on them. Their
That
purses are empty. It's their problem, not ours.
I don't think the barkeep's gonna care, and he's gonna look to whoever drank the drinks.
The barkeep can just take the people who said they would pay and use them however they want.
Rydell, you make
Whenever Rydell tries, can I try to stop him?
can you make an insight check for me?
All right, let me go back over to insight real quick. Investigation.
Insight. Is that still a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
There
that's
it is.
wisdom.
I had to find it.
Even that low, you probably think they don't have enough money.
They can work it off in the kitchen. It's fine.
Just enjoy your drinks, Rydell, and no.
Look, what do we care about the inconvenience for some puny humans? They're human.
You don't want
I
to leave a bad impression
Just
on this
at that,
Rydell.
Rhodobert just face goes blank, and he gets up, pays for his drinks, and leaves.
Look what you've done, Rydell.
Not my fault.
Closely followed by Agatha as Fumblewump appears on Rydell's shoulder.
Why
Squeaky.
is your weasel on my shoulder?
All right, I'll head back for the inn.
I feed Humble Wump a little nugget of whatever was off the plates on the table.
Okay, he won't eat. He's just squeaking.
So everybody is leaving except Rydell?
I will stay for a little bit. I'll make sure to pay off the tab of the guys that joined us, and after like an hour or two, I'll leave too, with paying off my own. I'm not sure how much that will be, but
It's gonna be a few silver.
okay, like 5, 8,
Yeah, 5 or 6.
6. Okay.
It's not my fault they can't pay. I just leave.
Okay. Everybody who's walking in to the inn, there is a 2-hour gap in between them. But yeah, you still notice that there are lots of guards in the city, but yeah, they don't interrupt you or question you. They're just looking around. And yeah, you reach the inn, and 2 hours later, the other group will hit the inn. But if people want to do something in those 2 hours at the inn,
Can I make a further attempt to copy over the spell?
sure.
I will do some praying.
I think Agatha will poke Rodebert about looking at the disc page.
I absolutely show both show Agatha both the floating disc, which is the page immediately preceding the newly copied over Find Familiar page that I just copied over.
She will grab a stool, scoot up with her own spellbook, and start writing.
Yeah, sure. Make the first check. Not that you guys can fail, but
24 on Arcana for the first check. I'm adding the spell, just won't use it until I've gotten 3 checks on it.
So Rodebert, do you want to use your Find Familiar?
I do, but I don't know. I don't know what it is for materials to actually do that.
It's 100 gold time
10.
for 10 gold on materials, and basically the inn provides those materials for you, and they also have the cauldron that you need to mix it.
All right. Yes. I gotta add it to my. I will absolutely. I will absolutely do that. And I'm gotta. Give me a minute. I gotta actually add to my character sheet.
I will buy 2 castings worth of Find Familiar to keep on hand. Somewhere in the city on the way back or something.
Yeah, sure. Then you only have to find the cauldron.
Well, Humblebump is around somewhere, sitting on Rydel's shoulder, unless he threw him off. But it's good to have.
Nah,
And I got
I
this
like animals. Animals are okay.
I think more square east.
This is the flag of Waterdeep, but then adjusted with icons.
Yep, exactly.
There you go. So I guess sleepy time, or are we leaving?
Yeah, we can do sleepy time, full rest. Not that you guys need it.
Take a full rest on the boat. It'll be fine.
Question, Inter. It's not listed, but could I have a fox as a familiar instead of one of the listed animals?
Let me look up the fox rule quickly because you also get actually their abilities. No, should be in a normal. Why is it not in a normal guide?
I only see the giant fox.
Linked
Because
a list over all familiars. You could probably just fluff up something.
+3 perception, +5 stealth, dark vision 60 feet, passive perception 13. 5 feet burrow. 1d4 hit points, AC 13, speed 30.
Yeah, it doesn't have hit points. It has 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Fox can be.
Oh, it's challenge rating of 0. So
Yeah, that's okay.
I have a
is
fox
it
now.
already laughing?
And it
I
can't
assume
attack,
it's-
so
I assume it's already laughing at us because, you know, foxes and their laughter.
an EV fox.
No, it's a fox. Just happens to have a ruffle.
Pet the fox.
All right, so yes, I introduce my fox to Agatha's weasel, and I say I don't have a name for them yet.
well, Fumblewump will scamper around the fox, climbing up and down and up along the back and jumping off the snout.
Much like a puppy, this soon ensues into a chase. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, they're under your control basically, so they won't eat each other.
Yeah, they're playing.
Racing around the inn. A fox chasing a weasel around the inn, that would be a sight.
At least it's not a monkey.
Okay, so yeah, nothing happens in the evening. So
Good.
and yeah, the next morning, do you eat breakfast at the inn?
Definitely.
Absolutely yes. Although I do wake up as early as possible.
You can wake up whenever you want, I guess.
Wake up early. We went to bed early, so
I guess late to rise. Probably so late they might want to go get her.
aren't we sleeping in the same room?
No, you all had separate rooms, right?
Yes, all had separate
Okay.
rooms.
So
I'll knock on the Agatha's door and try and get her up.
What?
Breakfast time.
Oh, right, boats.
Yes.
Coming.
Make sure to pack up all your stuff too.
Yeah.
So you guys pack up all your stuff and go down to eat breakfast.
I will.
Yeah. Agatha comes down with a comically fitting sized, slightly larger than gnome sized backpack with her books and stuff in.
Do you want to take that all with you, or
Mm-hmm.
if you want, we can store some in my house?
That's check 2 for Tensor's floating disk.
Yep. Roll really well, but yeah, you cannot fail even.
Well,
So yeah, the waitress that serves you knows that you have all your stuff with you. So she asks, "Well, are you leaving?"
Yep, we were headed sailing out on a ship this morning, I believe.
Okay. So I will make up the bill, and we'll see you soon.
Didn't we pay ahead of time for like 2 weeks?
I think
1 week?
we did.
But you had food, right?
Yeah. Let's check.
yeah, we haven't been here 7 days.
We've been here for 4 or 5 days, I think.
I need to get a calculator out. Oh no, that's more. No, start from the beginning.
Maths are fun.
And she brings you a room. Um, rented 3 times a room with a cauldron, 5 gold each, so that's 15 gold. You paid for 2 nights, you paid dinner, so that's almost 2 gold. Then you had breakfast 6 times, that's also 2 gold. And yeah, a little bit over 20 gold. Let's call it 20 gold even.
So we're even balance.
Or is that in addition to what we already paid?
Yes. You only paid for the room.
Of course. Of course. I look at Festina.
Right. I mean, it's not much of our backs right now, is it? Guess we'll just split it up. What is that? 4 gold for each?
Agatha looks sullen. I only have less than 2 gold left.
No way. Fine, I'll paint for you too. Alright, Del Nepotan, are you alright? Can you pay it 4 gold? Rodeberg?
So it's additional 4 gold to the 4 gold we already paid.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, I can pay for my own.
Yes, I can as well.
Or you want to start a fight with the city, but I don't recommend that.
No, I don't want to start a fight with the city. I hand Festina the gold.
I'll collect from everyone and drop it over the counter to the waitress. There you go.
Oh, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed your stay and come back again.
It was very
But look,
comfortable.
I think starting a fight with the whole city could be a lot of fun. Maybe we should do this.
I'll just grab some gold out of Rydel's pocket, the 4 gold, and do I need to roll something? Thieves' tools? No, not really, probably. Sleight of hand?
Depends if you want him to notice or not.
I don't really care if he notices or not. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay. Then you don't have to roll, basically, unless he tries to stop you.
Are you stopping a fellow elf?
No.
There you go. Good try, Del.
Headed for the docks.
Yeah. On the docks, the ship is ready. Sails are not up yet, but you see other people are working on the ropes and stuff like that on the dock, or on the ship. And the dwarf is there, the girl Synor, and he says, "Well, have a good journey and keep my ship safe, please. And maybe even also important, keep the people alive."
We're definitely gonna try.
That is our very intention to keep the ship safe and the people alive on it.
I mean, if we lost people, we would be in trouble trying to get back, so...
Yeah, we don't know how to sail a ship.
You probably will get some hints and tips. As we only have 2 deckhands, so you probably need to pinch in
Will
a little
definitely
bit.
help. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. It's like, I have an unseen servant. They can definitely swab some decks. What is? And I look at Agatha and goes, "What's swabbing a deck?"
Agatha looks back. Huh? Swab?
Okay, I don't feel so bad.
It probably means cleaning.
Okay, you are greeted on board by Ritkov. He introduced himself as the captain, and he's basically the only one that is really well dressed. Should get them on here as well.
Hello.
Yeah, let's just make them guards. And he introduced his first hand. He's Rutmet. Rutdem.
Gesundheit.
Yes. Rudem.
Rodem.
Herdem.
Rurdem.
And you see 2 people on deck who look really similar to each other. And they introduced themselves as Liam and TM. And they are twins.
Ah, of course. So Ridgoff was the captain and Rodem was the first mate.
Yeah. Let's add it. Should have done this before. You can see the nameplates.
Nope.
Not yet.
How do I change that? I thought Sam did it as well.
On the option of the token, I think, then name them, and then there was like a show or something somewhere.
Done that.
It's in the token settings, and it is not the one you think it is.
Yeah, so not nameplate.
Right, not that. It's up higher on the thing. I can't see it because I'm not a GM.
C.
something like that.
Is it that?
Yep.
Yep,
Liam.
Yay.
Okay. That is a little bit strange.
Yeah, it's real weird.
So yeah, basically they are doing the last tasks to get everything ready.
We have 3 TMs.
Huh?
I see 3
Oh.
people called.
He's adjusting them.
He copied them.
Copy paste, so I don't have to do the settings again.
Fumblewampus has clambered up into the crow's nest, sitting on top of the edge of the nest.
I'm assuming Liam and Team are deckhands, right?
Yeah, Liam and Tim are the deckhands. So basically they are up here. The captain is he's letting his foot, mate. The captain will get you a tour of the ship, basically, and they tell you you can have the front deck of the galley is yours if you want it. And you can store anything you want in basically those rooms. If it cannot be tied down, if it needs to be tied down, you can store it in the middle.
All right, drop off my bag in drop off my bag in the room.
No, only
Only
this
one
one.
room.
Ah,
We gotta share, Festina. You'll survive. Wait a minute. We have to share, Rydell. You'll survive. I don't think Festina's gonna care as much as Rydell.
Yeah. So basically, this is the room from the twins.
right.
This is the captain's room, and this is his first mate room.
I'll go down into the bottom galley and make sure all the stuff that I carried in here is still secure. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just looking at ropes going, yeah, no, that seems about right.
Make sure nothing's stolen.
Yeah.
Well, you can tie a knot down. Probably not as fancy as they do, but
Yeah, but I don't know from boats.
No, but you probably tied down your bedroll.
Are the beds secured?
they are basically just hay bricks where you lay on.
I was gonna say,
Are they secured to the floor?
Not really. There's a rope around them to keep the hay in and attach them to the walls.
Right. Okay.
And you find in one of the crates here some hammocks as well, if you like that.
I will put up a hammock for me.
I think that's a
Better make sure to doff. Sorry.
I guess I will struggle with the hammock as well.
Make sure to not put on your armor or wear it when you jump in one.
I mean, I have to take off my armor to sleep, so yes.
Even if you're normally resting.
So basically, the gallery deck is basically all yours all day if you want to do that, except of course the 2 rooms. The hold is not off limits, but that's where all the food is stored for the journey. And the water and stuff like that. And some extra sailing equipment and some repair tools. And yeah, on the, well, not the upper deck, but the deck, we have the mess hall as well, where everybody can eat and sit around in the evening. You do notice that they have enough food for everybody, including you guys, but there is no alcohol on board.
Eh.
The water is basically alcohol, but it's like 1% or something like that.
Right, just to kind of keep it disinfected.
Yeah. like basically all water is in Waterdeep.
Right. All right. Well, no, that seems tracking, and like eventually find the captain again. Is like, all right. So when do we tally ho? That's not the right word.
Well, it depends on where we want to go. Give me a heading and we can go.
I look at Festina.
Right. What was the direction again?
Southwest.
East, southwest.
Southeast, I think.
Give me a moment.
It was southwest.
Right. I'll just ask him if he knows the way to the Isle of Mindarn. That direction. The normal trading route there.
When you mention that, he is lost for words a little bit.
I mean, better that he knows.
I thought the whole point was we weren't going to tell them until they were too far out at sea. I sighed into Festina.
But yeah, he knows it, and yeah, I hope you can keep us safe.
That was the intention.
I look at my armor and I look at him and go, "Well, I'm wearing dwarven armor on a ship. I think we'll do okay."
Yeah, if you fall overboard, we won't turn around for you. It has no use.
I mean, throw me a rope at least.
I can cast Water Walk on you.
Okay, so after he does that, then you can throw me a rope and I'll walk my way back up to the ship.
So yeah, he sets off and gets out of the harbor, and that takes around 2 or 3 hours to get the sails right and not collide with other ships, because in a port with a sailing ship is not an easy task. And once you reach the open water, all the sails come down and you'll be asked to help around.
I'll definitely
While,
follow instructions.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll follow instructions, and while he was getting us out of the, basically turned around and the sails set, I'll take some time to ritually cast Unseen Servant, and just set it to clean.
Especially the twins are really interested in it, and basically distracting them a little bit from their job. What is that?
It's a servant that I can basically summon through magic. It does simple tasks. Doesn't have any intelligence. You can't show it how to tie a knot and have it tie a knot. But if you need something cleaned or rope pulled or anything that is very simple, I can have it task it to do those things.
Haul a thing.
Haul a thing. Pick up a thing. Put it over there.
So basically, they just see the broom, right, and nothing else.
Yeah, it's Unseen Servant. So if it's cleaning, it's literally just a broom or a mop, or whatever it's using to clean. Swish, swish, swish.
So yeah, they're really confused about and try to, pick up the broom or hold it still or something like that, looking for strings.
The as soon as they grab the broom, the Unseen Servant would give it to them, let it go. No resistance at all.
That's a cool trick. How do you do that? Oh wait, you just explained.
Yeah, magic. It's lovely. I don't know why my father thought it would be useful on my journey, but maybe he thought I would own a house at some point.
So yeah, we basically need 2 strong hands at this point to just haul in some ropes to raise the sails.
I'm not very strong.
I get on that. Strength of 2. So the Unseen Servant can basically is not strong. It can lift 5 pounds.
The rope alone weights that as you pick it up.
Right. So yes, the Unseen Servant can't help with that, is what I'm saying.
I'm assuming Nepotan is kind of strong.
Easy.
Of
I
all
need-
of us, I think Nepotan and I are the strongest.
I need 2 strength checks from 2 people. I don't care who.
Strength athletics or just straight strength?
Yeah, then athletics will be acrobatics or athletics then.
Acrobatics. Or
Oh,
athletics.
acrobatics.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, never mind. You're both better.
Yeah. No, you just roll it in like you already know what to do with it and do this every day. Then you need to tie it off, and they are like, "Oh no!" And so one of the twins take over to tie it off nicely so it stays up. And who has been on a ship before of your characters?
I probably have at some point, but not
Absolute,
as an active sailor.
absolutely not.
Not me.
Okay, I want constitution checks from the people who have not been on a ship. Oh, from everybody, but the
Saving
one
throws
that
or-
is being on a ship gets advantage.
Saving throws?
Saving throws.
Nepotan nailed it.
7.
So did Agatha. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm missing one.
Deem.
Oh, yeah. So Festina, yeah, you feel not well. The rest is not really bothered by it, and yeah, Nepotan and Agatha is like, oh, yeah, this is nice. Open wind, a little bit wavy motion. Well, Festina turns white and search a proper place to get stuff out of the body.
After well, Festina starts hurling. It's like, okay, go over there, help make sure her hair doesn't get messy, do the friend thing. So it'll
I
be
just need some adjusting.
yeah, yeah.
Mage will show up to hold the hair.
Oh, thank you, Agatha. Oh my goodness. As you can see that Hordebear, like being over the side like this, has gotten him a little green. He goes back to the center of the ship.
Well, it's a couple of days sailing, and well, more than a couple of days, by the way.
When the third check for the spell I tried to learn.
I would, Agatha, if you'll let me, I would like to learn comprehend languages from your spellbook.
She'll nod and be more open to teaching him.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, the deckhand still doesn't know where they're going. The captain left that. That's a success. And only the first hand and the captain knows where we're going, and you guys, of course.
Can I make
Thumbwalker's
sure?
keeping watch, told to make noise and squeak and draw attention if it sees something that might look untowards.
Yeah, you can do that. Problem is, you guys were faster than I thought, so I'm running out of material that I prepped.
Did it! Nailed it!
Well, I had lots of other material, but that was all in the city.
It's okay.
So if you don't mind, I will cut it a little bit short today. And-
Absolutely fine.
And we'll continue this in 2 weeks. And I hope I got my prep work up and running then, because then there's a lot of prep depending on what you guys doing there.
I wanted to make sure every so often to check what direction we're heading, if we're still going the kind of direction where we're supposed to.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks on trip. The first week will happen, nothing happen, and you can just do your arcane checks and whatever. And I will say you have enough time in that to basically copy any spells you have, or that you can copy. Because if you fail, you cannot critically fail or foil 3 times in a row, right?
Yeah, I have a +5 to my Arcana checks.
So basically, you can do that. You will be, after a week in, we will be starting a week in again in the sailing, so you can have your spells copied then, and basically you can, learn more about the ship if you're willing to. Especially from the 2 twins, you can learn a lot. The first hand and the captain doesn't do really much, kept shouting comments to the twins, and the twins then, give you points what you need to do or can do.
Sure.
Well, Agatha is a curious little beast, so she will probably have her nose in but just about anything that goes on.
Okay. We will cover that next time. Anything else that people want to do in that first week?
Nothing here.
More spells?
I got the 2. And I only have enough money to copy over the 2. So no more
Okay.
spells on my side.
Unless you got a abjuration spell, I'm out of enough materials to grab anything.
Nope.
Okay. Then we'll end the session here, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. It has been great having you here. We'll be back again in 2 weeks for Intertooth State Game. During this time next weekend, we may do some prep for BattleTech. I don't know if that'll be streamed or if that will be offline. I'll talk to the BattleTech character players between now and then. I might spend the time I would normally doing BattleTech creating a map of the dropship that you guys own. We'll see. I hope to see you all then. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.